Jones is absent. Miller,
Here.
Foley,
Present.
Long,
Present.
All right, on to the approval of minutes for the work session, February 26th, 2024.
Move. Go ahead.
Nope, you start.
Move to approve the minutes as presented.
Second. Motion to approve the minutes as presented by Alderman Foley, second by Alderman Long. All in favor? Any opposed? On to the agenda, I am not aware of any items from this meeting that need to be added or removed.
Motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Second. Motion to approve the agenda as presented by Alderman Foley, second by Alderman Schenkel. All in favor? Any opposed? All right, on to work session business number 1, discussion regarding recording Board of Alderman meetings. Something that I've researched for a while. One of the things I think would be very beneficial to the community is if we would consider audio and video recording our Board of Alderman meetings. So much of what we discuss can't be conveyed in a budget or in some meeting minutes, but a lot of what is discussed isn't heard. They just see what little bit might make the newspaper, or people who attend might have comments on social media or out and about, and I think it'd be very beneficial for us to be able to have a more transparent approach to how we govern and how we lead. I have an individual who at this time has asked to remain anonymous that said that they're willing to spend up to a couple $1,000s for the equipment, so the city wouldn't have to buy the equipment. The equipment's very inexpensive. It'd be a couple of microphones, a basic laptop, a couple of web cameras, and Mary has a draft resolution here that would be very similar to our Facebook pages, except it would go to other cities. They don't post it to Facebook, they typically post it to YouTube. And then people they'll put a link to their YouTube channel on their city website. People can go there and watch it. The benefit of that is it's free, it's a free service. Archive Social, we have plenty of space on Archive Social for them to be able to record all that stuff for sunshine laws, so it wouldn't add any additional costs as far as that would go. And the streaming software that's out there, a lot of it's open source, which means it's free. So it's just taking some time to learn how to put it together. I think that there's some people that wish that they could attend. I know that I spoke to a lot of people say they wish they could attend, but it's a struggle for them to get from their job to come to a meeting. Some people who are older, my grandfather is in his 80s, knows how to work YouTube like a champ, but right now had knee surgery, so he can't get out of the house and stuff like that. He lives in a community, but using him as an example, he would be able to watch, listen, and there's other people from the community that would like to be able to have that opportunity, but maybe they physically can't get out as well. And so really just kind of to bring that to your all's, for you all to discuss tonight, the pros, the cons, and let you all know that I don't see the city being out any money in the end for this if we wanted to do it.
How much time is it going to take someone to accomplish all this? Is it going to be Teresa or actually doing it, or do we know?
I think, honestly, I think it'd be easy enough if we had a laptop right here that the mayor could hit the meeting to start the record button, and then, because the mayor's running the meeting anyway, then the mayor could hit end, we could train 1 or 2 other people. But I don't think it would take a little bit of time logistically for us to kind of get it in here, test the equipment out, because once you pass the ordinance, you're gonna have it right. So it would be a little bit of a timing issue, but I mean, if we wanted to start pursuing it, I could say probably June-ish would be a realistic time frame to say, let's try and make that happen. So much of the stuff is very user-friendly, so once we just set up just like Facebook, we turn comments off, and you'd set up a channel on YouTube, and when you live stream it, you can set the account up to when you end your live, it automatically uploads, so the historical data is there, and then Archive Social captures it as well. So if somebody wanted to request something from a sunshine law requirement, Archive Social has that ability to but we can also just send them a link too, so either way, it's very easily retrieved.
Does that make us in compliance, Mary?
Yes.
The other thing that it does is it would require us to be significantly more structured in meetings, so if we like to, I know from time to time we have some public talk about different things in the work sessions that may not be a part of an item, that would have to stop, because they'd have to come to the podium, and that time would go to the next meeting in the board session. So public speaking section would be the primary source where people would then have to share their thoughts, comments, and things like that.
This would be for both meetings?
Yep, the only time, so obviously closed sessions aren't recorded, though the cameras would shut off during those times. But outside of that, we would record all the other stuff, so. I think the biggest thing is understanding how to pause a recording, so that way, because when we leave closed session, there's still technically minutes that are recorded as we close the meeting. Those would have to be captured, but I think that'd be easy enough to figure out.
That's similar to what some of the other municipalities do already. Farmington.
Yeah, Washington, Missouri is one of the ones I looked at, and I talked to some of their people. Probably need to have a conversation a little bit with Zobrio, just to make sure that I'm not missing something. Make sure there's not some kind of a IT thing, but just what we can do is I can tell them what we're looking at, and what kind of equipment what we need. We don't need $10,000 professional recording equipment, we just need some microphones and web cameras, so. Yeah, and the web cameras today, like you get one, they're like $180, and they actually will, as they hear the audio, it will actually start to, the lens will correct towards that direction, so.
Sound that.
Yep.
So you're gonna run your number across the bottom of it, so they're not calling the girls all day, every day to ask questions?
Well, they call the girls and ask questions anyway.
I know, but now you're gonna create more of them calling, because they're not gonna understand what we're talking about.
I think we'd have less questions. I've had more questions about the tennis courts in the last 2 weeks, because people think we're paying for the full amount because of the way the minutes read. That's just one example.
But if they're that concerned, they'll show up at a meeting. I mean, we proved that time.
Yeah, but, I mean, that depends on the cause.
That's what I'm saying, though, you're still gonna get them on Facebook complaining, no matter what.
Oh, you
That's
never-
what they wanna do.
Yeah, you're not gonna stop it.
So now you're gonna feed them.
But to me, this isn't about complaints on social media, it's about getting information to those who would like to have it a lot
They're
easier.
gonna hear what they wanna hear. It's just my thought. So that way they can show up here.
It'll all be there though.
It'll all be
They can
there.
walk up right there and ask.
I would think in the future, at some point, if I have to do it anyway.
We have another pandemic, right? We have another pandemic, it's a very real possibility that they would enforce it. We're moving towards a digital age, where most people get their news and information online, social media. I mean, I don't know how many people subscribe to the newspaper and don't get a physical copy, but I bet it's a lot more than.
We have more people who subscribe online than in print, there's no question. And, I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm a transparency person, so, you know, I'm all for it, but I also am not fielding any complaints.
So the same thing that's time sensitive?
No, we can do this at our own pace, there's no state, Mary, correct me if I'm wrong, but there's nothing from the state right now that's saying we have to do it. But
I'd definitely like to get the other two aldermen's opinions that aren't here tonight.
absolutely. Yeah, and then what I can do is I can get a little bit more info from Zobrio, so I know exactly what kind of laptop we would need, so I can get an actual dollar amount on it. But I mean, for the microphones and cameras, I'm talking like $400, $500, something like that, before you buy a camera, I mean a laptop. And it doesn't have to be anything crazy. So I think it would be, like there's the one I found, it's a station, it has 10 microphones that are battery powered, so you don't even have to have cords. So if we could do
All
something.
wireless.
Yeah, it was all wireless, so it would be hooked up, you'd have to have probably a laptop here with some wires connected, but a lot of these cameras now, we go to the ones that have wireless, where you don't have to run a wire for a camera, it'd be a little bit more expensive, but you're still talking $700 or less for all that equipment, not counting the laptop, so.
but
I'd say get some more information and field the other two aldermen's opinion on it
Okay.
before we move forward. That's just my opinion.
All right. All right, on to number 2, request from Clark to attend the required MIRMA Fire Training Seminar, April 17th through the 18th, 2024 at Lake of the Ozarks.
What is this exactly, Teresa?
It's, a required, training for the fire department.
Is this something new?
Yes. We always have a spring one, this is a Joe fire. A lot of times it's park or this is a Joe's fire.
I'll make a motion to approve that request.
Second. Motion to approve the request by Alderman Pulley, second by Alderman Long. All in favor? Any opposed? Request for Kemp to attend annual airport managers conference at Lake of the Ozarks, April 2nd through 5th, 2024.
This is a regular one.
I'll move to approve that request.
Second. Motion to approve the request by Alderman Pulley, second by Alderman Long. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Number 4, request from Old Mine House to have live music and bar outside to celebrate their 1-year anniversary.
So June 20th is our 1-year anniversary, as some of you may know. And we're wanting to have 3 bands at hour-and-a-half intervals and be able to serve alcohol on our patio. We will mark it off. We've got cups that are marked. We've got the 21-year-old wristbands that are marked. And we'll keep everybody on our patio just for that day. And then if that goes, maybe be able to have more music and stuff outside.
it's cool.
So they have to get any type of special permit for that, being serving outside?
We have, our liquor license allows us to serve within 50 feet of our front door on our patio. So we already have that.
From the state,
From what?
from the state.
From the state, sorry.
Does that comply with all the well, Mary?
I don't know the logistics of your location, as long as it's on their property. I mean, our ordinance doesn't allow for it on city property, and I'm sorry, I don't know whether, no, where this is located, and whether we're talking about public sidewalks or their sidewalks. Our ordinance just allows for on their own property.
So in the past, they've set up, they've got that little handrail, they put the bar there, and then because they still serve, the bar is not on the city's property at that point.
And that's what you're referring to?
Yes.
The bar.
And they just
Yes.
stay on the patio right there.
The band could be anywhere on, you know.
Well, the liquor license is supposed to affect the band, that's a different issue.
Right, right.
But the bar would be up there where you've had it before, and then the people would be served right there in the
Yes.
area.
Yes, no glass. We have all plastics. We don't have any glass outside, anything like that. And we have the stuff to rope it off.
This would all be after hours.
We would start at like 4 in the evening and then have the band start till probably 11:30, 12 o'clock at night.
That's on a weekend?
Mm-hmm. It's on a Saturday. We're gonna do it on the 22nd of June.
It's not gonna affect any business there, you know, I don't think.
No, they're all for it. The Wildflower really wants to get in on with us.
I'll make a motion to approve that request.
The specific parameters, if we could put that in the minutes, that would be helpful. It's the specific parameters that you just stated, that no piece of time long.
50 feet from the door.
At your serving area,
Mm-hmm.
bars up on your portion of the
Yep,
sidewalk.
and then 50 feet up, yep.
Okay.
I'll second.
Motion by Alderman Schenkel to approve the request with the specified information. Second by Alderman Pulley. All in favor? Any opposed? Thank you. Request from Brian Cofer with JROTC to have Raider competition April 13, 2024 at FFPC Training Center.
Actually, I'd like to defer to this young man right here if I could.
Okay.
I'm Cadet Nathaniel Tash from the Fredericktown High School JROTC program. We are here to ask permission to host our 10th annual Raider Challenge Saturday 13th fire police training site located on South Shaker Drive. That's basically. The teams would arrive April 12th, no earlier than 15:30 to do rehearsals. That way they're used to the site. Basically all I have.
Thank you. I'm straight to the point. Chief, you're a part of that?
Absolutely.
Some more officers out there?
Yeah, we have insurance through FFPCC. It covers it plus the, you know, kind of double covered there. And we also come out and help them with their runs, blocking streets. These guys are awesome. They put on a good show, and they always do well every year. Super proud of them.
Motion to approve that request?
Second.
Motion to approve the request by Alderman Polley, second by Alderman Long. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, on to number 6, request to approve bid for closed bid for property 403 East Marvin Avenue at the highest bidder to Terra Pruitt in the amount of $39,500. This one's got
Second.
Motion to approve the request by Alderman Miller, second by Alderman Polley. All in favor? Any opposed?
When do we come back with a contract in order to actually sell those?
Right. It's an ordinance, right?
Yeah, there'll have to be an ordinance approving a contract with specific terms, because all this is the purchase price.
Right.
Well, it was approved before.
All right, number 7, request from beautification committee to restore the old signs on the city-owned downtown buildings.
Jennifer Blue came to talk to me the other day with the beautification committee. Really, the only building that's belongs to the city is the one that's in the police ring right now. I know it's on that east side, or southeast side, whatever we'll call it, used to say something bank. What they want to do is repaint those, then make them look old. I think there's some more old paintings around now, they're just gonna bring it back to what it used to be, so that's all they're asking, they just want our permission to paint one building. Guess they're buying it all, this is gonna cost us nothing, so.
Is that on the side of the alley?
Yes. It's actually that, you know, that door that comes in there at the corner of the alley, kind of makes it 45-degree angle or whatever, so.
Just because they know coming in with their own money.
You got any money?
Nope. Mike Sletton actually had a picture, he's in the Historical Society. He had a picture of a stagecoach out in front of the building with guys in trench coats and old shotguns back, it was, I mean, 150 years ago. It's pretty neat, pretty neat looking.
That's the only one we have, you say?
Yeah, the rest of them belong to other people.
Really? I'll make a motion to approve that request.
Second. Motion to approve the request by Alderman Miller, second by Alderman Schenkel. All in favor? Any opposed? Number 8, request from Loppy Cement Finishing Inc. for payment estimate number 2, 2023 water main replacement project in the amount of $184,554.60.
Move to approve that request?
Second.
Motion to approve the request by Alderman Polley, second by Alderman Long. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
James, when will that project be complete?
I have no. Tess, have you know anything about that? What you plan on doing any of that?
Sorry, what was it?
I said, are you aware when they was talking about doing any of the paintings on the buildings?
No, I'm not sure. I think they were just waiting on.
Water main replacement.
Oh, that's for what they've done now.
When's that project going to be completed?
No, depending on where
Yeah, we're probably a few weeks away yet. I mean, all the main wiring work is done. They're still working on a few service lines on Hooper. Got to do a couple valves yet on main, serve valves, but all the majority of work's done, so a few weeks yet. I just want to make sure it gets done before May did.
Oh. You said before Azalea, you said?
That's the first week, full weekend in May.
We should be doing it, but I'll double check to be sure. Yeah, I think we're close.
Okay.
they have to go down to, they still going down to Hillary.
Yeah.
Just curious.
Okay, West Main has dug up a big mess over there. All right, request from Rottner Construction Inc. for pay estimate number 10 for new fire station.
Make a motion to approve that request.
Motion to approve the request by Alderman Polley, second by Alderman Schenkel. All in favor? Any opposed? Request from Police Department to send Smith and Boyer to NAPWDA Missouri State Workshop, April 22nd through the 26th, 2024 in St. Louis.
Their annual certifications.
The canine certifications in?
Yep, yes, sir.
Move to approve the request.
Motion to approve the request by Alderman Polley, second by Alderman Miller. All in favor? Any opposed? All right, there is no closed session after this meeting. Do I have a motion to adjourn the work session? Motion to adjourn the work session, Alderman Schenkel, second Alderman Wall. All in favor? Any opposed? All right.
That it has to be.
That's one ordinance, not.
All right, I'm going to call to order the Board of Alderman meeting Monday, March 25th, 2024. Roll